I respect Shane too much to hurt one of his trucks, even though we did it for years.
They started out a little rough. It's continuing a little rough. Hate to set a precedence here, but...
Yeah, this is manual labor here. More people need to do this.
The stem walls on either side aren't the same height.
Well, here we are, another bright, beautiful morning in the valley. Sean's smiling. Must have started great, huh?
Started good. It's a good day.
We got all these big gates done. They're going to go in tomorrow.
Go see if we can get them hanging, get them swinging right and level, and get them looking good.
Yeah, I think it's going to be a fun day.
If we can knock this out, tomorrow's going to be awesome.
Right, well, follow us along.
We're outside. We got the International in the trailer. We're thinking we can hook them with the backhoe, sling them around, and the latch on the first gate we'll just set between the ramps. Is kind of the idea. Everything else should sit flat. That way we don't mess up the latch. Then we'll stack blocks, put the next gate on top. It's gonna work just slick like that.
I've got a bunch of 2x4s. Maybe we should put a few down so we don't bend that mesh.
You keep it up, I'll push you. Ready? Ready? She's loaded. We'll strap it down and we'll see you guys in the morning.
Well, we're getting ready to go to Kanab to put these gates in. We're getting all loaded up, and I pulled the truck up to park it, and I noticed a big leak. So I flipped the hood forward and looked at it, and I've got a return line leaking off an injector. Clear in the back. So I'm gonna pop the doghouse off real quick and see if I can just slip a new line on it. I noticed it was really hard to start this morning. Usually it just fires right up. That would explain what's going on. So let me pull a few bolts out and we'll get the doghouse off. That's the line right there that's leaking. So I'm gonna pull it off and see if I can put a new line on it and stop the leak. Seems like it's always something. Anyway, I'll get that pulled off and we'll fix it. That's the line that's leaking. Got some big old cracks in it. Go see if I got another fuel line I can put on it.
Well, Terry had a lemonade for me. Had the right stuff.
It looks right.
Go cut 6 of those out and just change them.
Yeah, we got enough. It probably won't hurt to just change them all.
Well, the day started out a little rough. It's continuing a little rough. Hate to set a precedence here, but hope things change for us. Good morning, guys. Man, it's a nice morning. It's cool, it's quiet, and I think we're loaded up.
Yeah, I think we're ready. I just started the truck. It's got to run a minute, and then we're ready to go.
Got the welder, got a torch, a ladder, all the odds and end tools, grinder, hammer.
Cut off wheels, grinding wheels.
Yeah, everything except one thing we'll probably need.
Right.
Hopefully not, but that's how it's gonna go, I'm
I think
sure.
we even got a grease gun.
Oh yeah, grease the hinges. We're gonna put this old girl to work today. Go back to the old high school truck. Used to rip this thing around quite a bit.
It's become my work truck.
Now it's a work truck instead of a play truck.
So we're gonna head to Kanab and put some gates up. So follow us along. This is gonna be a fun adventure.
Yeah, this should turn out pretty nice and we'll see how it goes. Well, here we go. See who can win the race. I don't know if I can even catch it. Passing in the wrong lane. What the heck? I guess he's gonna win this time. Well, we made it down here, middle of Kanab. Looks like these are gate posts, so that'll be pretty slick. We'll get things unstrapped and see how it's gonna look. We got the hinges in. It's a little hard with one hand. Hinges will sit right against the post, and that's halfway across. Is it lining up? We cut those 1 inch long, right?
Yeah.
So we're gonna have to, just in case, longer is better than shorter, you can cut.
Yeah, that's kind of what I figured.
This will have to kick.
It'll have to go out, so
Out.
that's against the post. So we may have to cut more than 1 inch off. I don't know.
Yeah.
I just made them 1 inch longer than what I thought.
We can get a level. We've got a floor jack under it, so we can level it. Should be pretty close. We're out
A ways.
quite 1 inch at the top, but the angle of the bottom's off that far. So we're just gonna kick this over, get it where we want the bottom and tack it, and then adjust the top. That'd probably be easiest, wouldn't it?
Yeah, let's get it where it looks good and it's level, and then let's pull a tape to the center and see how far it is from the pole to the center.
To see our gap between them if we need to scoot the
Yep.
whole thing.
That'll tell us where we need to cut the hinge off.
Okay, so we'll get it close and then pull a tape. Our spacing hasn't been right in the middle for the latch where the gates come together. We had the hinge over here, we flipped it, we got our distance right, but now the gate is going to hit opening, and that won't be good. We'll have to cut all the strength off. So if we flip it back over, we're gonna notch this, and that should set the hinge back in, and we'll see how much closer we are. We left the hinges big so we could do this. So this is what we started with, longer, and we're having to notch it around the square tube.
But it's gonna fit good.
Yeah, but
It's gonna
we've
work.
almost got our gap right in the middle. So if we turn this one over, we'll put it under there.
Perfect.
Mark them the same, and it should sit level, and we'll tack it in place. It's perfection right here.
Mostly.
Don't mess it up.
Yeah, don't screw up, right? Well, I'm putting Sean to work. We got our hinges all cut on the right angle. He's just knocking the slag off now so we can weld them into place. We're gonna set this gate aside and set the other gate in and see if these hinges will work on both sides. If they will, then we'll just make the other hinges to match it.
Okay, she's welded enough to hold it.
It's free hanging right now.
No chains and no jack. Free swinging. Oh yeah, it's just tacked, but it leveled. It sagged just over a quarter, almost a half.
He wanted 6 inches in the middle, but he didn't give us enough on the concrete side over here.
Right, we're kind of stuck off the concrete. The hinges sit right on the concrete, and everything's exactly 6 feet, so there's no leeway.
It's just what it is.
Once we get the other side
That
set
one's gonna be even higher over
and
there.
tacked into place, we'll see how different they are, and we'll probably have to grind some concrete and move one gate up or down.
Maybe, yeah.
But
That looks great.
that's awesome. That's in the air. That's swinging. We got the second gate pretty close. She's just sitting there, just hanging. Big Sexy helped us line it up. We're nervous about the hinges being too tall. We're gonna cut the hinges, get the bottom set in there, and we'll see what the top looks like and go from there. But pretty sharp. Latch lines up. It's looking good. Hold on. What's up? It's lunchtime. The gates are pretty much laid out, so the hinges are all cut, we should be able to tack them in place and get her finished today.
Good day.
How was lunch?
It was pretty good. Yeah.
Hit the spot.
I feel like I can go back to work now.
Don Beto's in Kanab, pretty dang good. Makes me don't have a nap. Got the big burrito with too much. We're back and we'll get some gates laid out. The old work truck, kind of fun to draw Kanab again in this whole thing. It's been a few years. It's a little different working in it instead of playing in it, but it's a pretty fun ride.
Now it makes money instead of cost money.
That headliner right there.
That is Caden Crofts.
There's a story behind that maybe if you know, let us know in the comments. If you're Caden or someone that knows. It always reminds us though, till we change this headliner.
I always have people ask me about it, and I say, I don't know the story. All I know is Caden's head went through it, and so I've left it there because it's a conversation piece.
It's a good story. All right, so we've marked the hinge. This hinge, once it's turned, sets right there, but it's up an inch too high. We've got a big grinder and a chisel, and we've just got to break that out enough we can set the hinge in. So however we can do that, we're going to attempt it and get this hinge to the right height so the gate is level, and then hopefully they match up. I think we got the concrete ground enough. We got it set in there. I think we're gonna tack the bottom. We'll see how close the top is. Perfect, right on top. Time we let it down, it'll be on the outside of the post. More? Let's go the other way. Let's see how the outside's looking. Setting down in.
Pull the bottom out a little bit.
Top's good. I'll go push it in. You guys want to help me push here? I'd appreciate it. Oh, she's heavy. She's wedging. Did it move any? Man, I thought I pushed that way. Yep, not strong enough. Let's get a hammer. We'll tap it. Let's tap right at the hinge. It's just bouncing. Back in, now it's got to go the other way. We're gaining. It may look like I'm just standing here, but the wind is picking up. Trees are blowing. And it keeps blowing this dang gate off the jack. I dropped our pin, so I'm just balancing this. And Shane had to take the top hinge out and cut just a little bit more to get it to fit perfect. So she's just about lined up. The bottom's tacked, but it's just wiggling back and forth. We'll get the top welded, and then this one's pretty much there. We'll see how close the other side is to getting it. Okay, we cut the hinge 2 more times, just getting it perfected. And Dad's just welding it in good. We went past, so it's a little high, and it sagged 3/8 of an inch till it tightened the hinge up. But there's one. That side was just tacked and the wind blew it, cracked the hinge. So we've got to reset it, and then we'll swing them together and see how they look. So the concrete, the stem wall on either side aren't the same height. So we got us a little, but the gap between the gates is perfect. They're level, just not the same height. So we're gonna break this hinge off, just like the other side, grind the concrete down 3-4 inches, whatever that is, and level these babies up.
Well, we're over here working on these gates still. And we're having so much fun on the other side that we decided to grind this side off. Yeah, this is manual labor here. More people need to do this. It's getting there though.
This concrete saw, that grinder's pretty sweet. Did pretty good. Let's see how deep we are, Dad. Oh, we're close. Hold your punch across there. Oh yeah, 3 3/4. Yeah, was the difference in the gates. We're gonna try this. Oh yeah.
Still kind of got to go down a little bit in the back.
Back just a hair. That's what winning looks like, hopefully. All right, first impressions of getting it finished right here is pretty awesome. This was the man gate we started, but the middle's pretty level. Took a little time, but that's pretty slick. Is that kind of how you envisioned it in the shop?
Yep.
Latch works.
Gave myself enough room. I could either get 1 inch or 1.5 inches. We are 1 1/4 inches.
Right in the middle. Doggone.
So, sometimes you just get lucky.
Right?
So, sometimes you just get handed one.
There's a few more hurdles than expected with the concrete, but
yeah, we figured we'd be done by noon. It's probably what?
It's
3 or 4
yeah.
o'clock.
We did all right. The wind kicked our butts. These little screens,
They catch some wind.
the wind grabbed it. So it was good in the morning. If we'd have just got here 3 hours earlier, right at daylight,
At daylight, it'd have been better, but
that's
concrete
slick.
threw us back.
He's gonna paint them. He's a painter. He's gonna paint them whatever color he wants. Maybe later in the future we'll swing by and see how it looks.
Yeah.
Let's open this one.
Okay, I gotta go.
Should we?
Lift that?
Yeah, go grab that pin. We know this side's gonna open. This side needs a little bit of dirt work. We know it's gonna hit. But this side will be dang close. Should be money. Maybe. Oh boy. Heck yeah. Right on top of the concrete.
That is freaking nice.
That's slick.
Yeah.
Must be level.
Yeah, we leveled it with the concrete.
Starts
so-
on top and ends on top, so
Yeah, I'm pretty sure that other one won't open until a little bit of gravel's moved.
a little bit of
Because it kind of hit before.
Yeah.
And we went down, what, 4 inches?
4 inches, but just in one hump it'll be slick. So
Okay.
another project done. I guess we'll roll home, blow some smoke all the way home.
Yeah.
Let us know in the comments, would you, if you guys like this project and how we could have done it different to help the video side, to help your guys' side. Anything we left out or didn't video. Maybe if you're interested in a gate, maybe you could shoot us an email in the link below on the page.
This is about the 6th or 7th set of gates I built. This is the biggest one though.
These are the biggest ones.
Yeah.
My dad's got some pictures if you want to see different things he's done, or if you're interested, let us know. Thank you guys.
Hey everybody, I'm Cade. I'm one of Sean's friends. You might have noticed me in the comments, Critter the Sam Squatch. I comment on some of Sean's videos, most of Sean's videos. Okay, all of Sean's videos. Anyways, I got asked tonight to tell a story about putting my head through the headliner of an old Ford truck the Frost have. A very famous truck around the valley. It's a pretty cool truck, gotta admit. Been a huge fan of that truck for a long time, honestly. We had been sighting in a potato gun in a place called White Sands. And leaving there, there's a spot where the sand washes over the gravel road, makes a pretty good little whoop-de-doo or a hoo-ha. And it might have been me or Sean or Anthony, one of the 7 of us that was in the cab of that truck, that said we should jump the ford. And because there was some sand coming up, we're already going along pretty good, because you don't want to spin out in the sand or get stuck or get slowed down. So we decided to jump the ford. And well, we caught air about 5 times, because suspension bounces when it's on leaf springs. But my head went through the headliner of the Ford. And I remember looking up and going, oh no, Shane's gonna kill me. And I must have said it out loud, because they was all like, Shane's gonna kill us. Anyways, it ended up being alright. I still kind of look, behind my back anytime it comes up, but for a while I was laying pretty low. For years I was so afraid to bring that up to Shane. Truthfully, I was. And when it finally did come out, he was more cool with it, but boy did he give his boys a certain look that only... I don't want to speak bad of Shane. Anyhow, yeah. I respect Shane too much to hurt one of his trucks, even though we did it for years. That's the story of the headliner behind the Ford, having a gigantic dent in the passenger side that's roughly shaped like my head.